नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पर इस वैश्विक महामारी से लड़ते हुए सकुशल होंगे तथा अपने आस पड़ोस के नीडी पर्सन्स की भी हेल्प कर रहे होंगे। इसी आशा के साथ हम अपना जो टॉपिक चल रहा है कंटिन्यू मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स, इन विच वी हैव already studied the different topics related to this morphology of flowering plants, about the morphology of the root, stem, leaf, flower, and the seed also, right? Then we have to come on the some specific topic which we have not done in previous classes, or generally most of the your ages student not have ever learned about this one. So before we have to start that one, that is flower formula and the flower diagram, we have to know, get some general structural that of that plant, means we can know that how we can capable to know about the plant described in the different ways, right? First of all, we can say that on the basis of the plants, right, on their habit, they can be classified in different categories: herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers, creepers. After that, we can say about their habitat, right? They may be mesophytes, xerophyte, or the hydrophytes, right? I think everybody known about this one. Then we have to talk about their vegetative characteristics. Mean vegetative characteristics are those special characteristics which can be seen on the basis of which we can classify these flowering plants, right? So first we have to talk about the root, especially everybody known that root, tap root, adventitious root system, and they can also have the stem. Stem may be herbaceous, woody, smooth, hairy, spine, prickly, cylindrical, angular, or the flattened, right? And after that, the vegetative part, that is leaves, that this may be deciduous or persistence. Phyllotaxy may be alternative, apposite, whole, petiole, sessile, reticulate venation, parallel venation, and so on, right? Then about the flower, we can talk about the inflorescence, that is cymose, racemose, right? And their subtypes also. Then we have to talk about the flower one, right? Especially as we know about the flower, that they may be sessile or the pedicellate, bracteate or imbracteate, or unisexual, bisexual, zygomorphic, actinomorphic, hypogynous, perigynous, epigynous, or complete or incomplete isomerase and heteromerase, right? And about the calyx, they may be polysepalous or gamocephalous, or dioecious and persistence, right? Or if we talk about the corollas, that the corolla may be the polypetalous, means gamopetalous. Polypetalous, as I already told you, they are the free one, and gamopetalous, they are the united one, right? And on the basis of their estimations, as I have told you, that they may be valvate, twisted type, imbricated type, or vexillary type, right? So all these are the different characters, and the most important vegetative part, that is the endoecium and gymnasium, right? Endoecium, we can say polyandrous, they are united, right? And we can say if the adelphus ignis or synedrus maybe, or gynosium, free or united, both they when, and this ovary may be superior, inferior, or half inferior or half superior. Fruit may be aggregated, multiple, true or false fruit. Seeds, they may be dicot or monocot, and endospermic and the non-endospermic. After that, all topics we can just conclude to come to know about the floral formula. Means how we can capable to write down this floral formula, right? This floral formula means generally if we can talk about the symbolic representations of the flower or floral characters of the flower, that is called floral formula. Means generally we cannot understand that what is this floral formula, especially directly we can say it is a symbolic representations of the any flower, right, by some specific type of symbolic things, right? So in that particular conditions we can understand that is known as the flower formula, right? And if we can talk about that in the flower formula, we can say even the flower may be, you can say, practicate, right, or bracteoles, or actin, may different conditions, means where the arrangement of different parts of the flower, it may be depend on it. If you can just see in this diagram, right, students, you can just see, right, as you can say that these are different symbol due to which we can capable to understand easily, right? Suppose we want to write any type of flower formula, for that we have to start like this one. You can just see, if I am going to write about on the paper, right? So if we can see that it may be EBR, right, and these are the symbols, then you can say like this, right, then like this K2, then plus 2, after that you can say continue C4, 8, 2 plus 4, and G, but number is in bracket. So these all are, these things can be shown different conditions, right? For that particular thing, I mean, these all symbols can be classified in different characteristics. If you can see the different symbols which can be used in the flower, in this flower formula, as follows, we can say like BR, means BR means the flowers, that is the bracteate of, if it is like the BRL, in that condition we can say the bracteolate. And if we talk about some other structures, as you can see in the given, that K for the calyx, C for the corolla, P for the perianth, A for the endoecium, G for the gynoecium. If G is underlined, right, in that condition it can always shows that the superior ovary, because gynoecium means the ovary. And if the G is under the line, in that condition we can say the ovary is inferior. You must remember that suppose if any like this, it means it is superior, but if the line is come on the top of that symbol, that is known as inferior one, right? So these are the symbols. Evenly there is the symbol which can be, you can see, especially male and female, as generally the male, this is the male female symbol, and this is the female symbol. And if we can write that such type of structure, it means that there is a bisexual flowers which contains, or which are known as the hermaphrodite type of flower, right? So we can understand about this one, means they can always shows the such structures in the formation of this hermaphrodite one. Evenly after that we can say, right, that maybe an actinomorphic and zygomorphic. Sometimes we can don't understand about this actinomorphic and zygomorphic. Yes, anybody can memorize the previous topic about the symmetry. On the basis of that symmetry, these flowers can be known as actinomorphic. As the symbol of actinomorphic, we know there is a roundup which can be like this one, and zygomorphic, that is the percentage symbol. So these are the different symbols which can be always help us to identify the such type of structure in that flower. Or we can say that enclosing of figure within the bracket, right, means in that condition they can be show the fusion one. Is a line drawn over a symbol of the flower parts, they mean the addition. Means that these are different ways through which we can capable to understand, to get the such type of structures which can be easily find with the help of that one, right? If we can talk about the symbol of number of the flower formulas, right, if we get the different numbers in that particular conditions, we can say that, especially suppose sepals are free, right, means if we can say if the sepals are free, In that particular conditions, sepals 6 which are free, for that we can say K6, right? If the sepals are fused in that particular conditions, remember students, the K is especially for the sepal and number of 6 is, then we can write it like this one. And this, while we are not, this K6 means it is the free sepals. While the sepals get fused, it should be just enclosure in the bracket one, right? In the same way, if we talk about the calyx, right? C, if the calyx are also 6, C6, if they are fused, in that we have to write this one, right? In the same way, we can say these are the different ways, means sepals with the help of K, petals with the help of C. Then we can find the another thing, that is the stamen, right? Stamen means generally the male parts. If suppose stamen means androecium A, means suppose 10 androecium are over there, and if 10, in which 2 are whole of 5 each, that means we can say while their arrangement is found in such conditions, in that particular condition, if we can say out of those 10 stamens 2 are holes, 2 are holes means in condition of 5, so we can write like androecium 5 plus 5, right? In that particular condition. And if we cannot count to these stamens in any flower, in that particular condition we can say it can represented with the help of A for androecium, and indefinite there is a symbol of the infinitive one, right? In which we cannot understand how many symbols are over there. If the another conditions type of the androecium is found, especially we can say that the stamens are 10 but diadephilous and 9 fused and 1 free, right? So as I have already told you, अगर if जो plants है वो आपका एंडोस्टेम है वो क्या है, डायडिफेलस है। तो डायडिफेलस कंडीशन में क्या टोटल नंबर ऑफ एंडोस्टेम 10 है, इसमें क्या है जनरली डायफेलस होने पे 9 आर फ्यूज, 9 आर फ्यूज मीन्स 9 शुड बी इन ब्रैकेट, 1 is free, 3 means 1, like this. It is very easy to all of us to represent these structures in any flower, right? And then we can talk about the carpels. Carpels means the gynoecium, the female reproductive part, right? So in that particular conditions, we can say it can be always represented with the help of G. See, if the carpel are 2, we can write as G2. If they are, we can say brachytary or fused or in that conditions, or if they are right such conditions. And if we can say the flower is epipetalous, means generally this androecium and carpel are jointed together, in that particular condition we can write the epipetalous. These are some different symbols through which we can capable to understand, to write down all these structures. And other one we can say their flower formula, flower diagram also developed with the help of this one, right? So students, you also know the different symbols of the flower part, different parts. These are the number parts, but we have to talk about some other parts also, in which we have to drawn, as you can just see in these symbols in this flower line diagram, right? So how they can be represented, we can say, if we can talk about the different parts, right? You can better understand in the previous diagram, so we have to take like this one, right? In this diagram you can getting the different types of the things, in which we can talk first, they can be denoted with different structures. Suppose you can find this is the pointed structure, this is called the mother axis, right? If the structure is like this is called the bract, right? If it is just reverse, in that particular condition it is known as apicalyx, right? If it can drawn like this one, longer one, that is known as calyx or the sepals, right? And if the diagram is like this, simply round shape, this is known as the corolla or the petals, right? And if the another diagram we can see are found especially like this, right? In that particular condition we can say they are the stamen one. So there are different ways to express the different flower formula, right? You all can try to write or draw their structures with the help of that one and follow them as instructions are given to all of you in different ways. So I think you all will capable to draw the different structures and the flower diagram in your syllabus, which are given in to all of you in different ways. So students, and if we want to learn, we want to discuss about the different families, right? In all those different families we have to need to identify them easily with the help of this flower formula. So students, you all must try to learn them properly. So this is the thing. In the previous topic during the estimation, the diagram are not clear, so you can just see with the such these diagrams you can easily understand about all these things. Right? As you can just see here about the estivations, the velvet type of estivations, you can just see generally the margin sepals of the petals or the petals remain in close contact or like close of each other in the structures, right? Means you can just see this the structures over there, means these are the different petals which can arranging like this one, right? And the symbols are also arranged like in flower formula like this one, if the flower have given the structure of estivation like the velvet one, right? On the other hand, the second top, that if those flowers have a estivation like twisted, means their structures, if you have seen the hibiscus or china rose, right, you can just observe this diagram easily, means the this one part is downward, then is downward, then this one downward, then this downward, then this downward, means that this pattern can be followed in this flower. So if we can talk about estivation in the such flower, in that particular estivations we can draw the symbol like this one, right, for the twisted one. Then after that we can find the imbricated, right, in that particular which you have known that one carpel, one this one petals can be just completely encloses and one completely outside, right, and others are twisting like each other, or right. So you can just see, means especially in this category this symbol and this symbol and these three are the common one, right? So such structures of estivations is known as imbricate one, right? So we can use the such type of structures as the indicator in our flower formula. Then the last type of, that is most important thing, especially as you all seen in different plants, right? So you can just see the arrangement of the flower, means arrangement of these petals is seen, this how they can be arranged over there, this pattern you can just see properly, right? That is known as vexillary type of. So with the help of this we can capable to understand easily to this one. Generally in this time the flower of the pea is not capable to see, but rest of fields you can see in your surroundings. Compare them and study about the such type of estivations in your to different kinds of the flowers. It is very important for you, right? Then you think that these as in the diagram, right, especially in the diagram you can just see the flower difference and then see the symbol difference, means which can be necessary for doing the such structures in different ways, right? So it can be called always helpful for us that how the different parts of the flower can be used as the flower diagram or floral formula. So students, tomorrow we will discuss about the difference of the types of the families, right? you all just try to read them, right, about the Fabaceae, Solanaceae and the Liliaceae. And you, after reading of this topic, you must try to identify the different parts of the flower in your surrounding which you are getting in your garden one, and just try to identify all those parts of the flower for your knowledge. Just compare through all these theoretical parts. Thank you.